You're watching the best Fox 10 News at 9.
Thanks, Dan. Joining me now is Steve Adelman. He's an attorney who helps large venues, arenas, shopping centers, and stadiums come up with security plans. Thanks for being here tonight, Steve.
You're welcome.
Well, you know, we just saw some of the video. We listened to some of the people who were working inside. Everybody managed to get out alive, thankfully. It was traumatic, for sure. But what's a security guy like yourself thinking as you're watching this play out today?
Well, the first thing that I'm thinking is, for an active shooter situation, it is fantastic that there was no loss of life and apparently not even any material property damage. The second thing that I'm thinking is, it's very difficult to keep the bad guys out of a facility like a shopping center, which is designed to be very easily accessible for all sorts of people.
Yeah, designed in America that way. I mean, the birthplace of the mall, easy in, easy out. That's the mantra. They don't want to scare customers away. But the idea of a man entering a mall in some other countries with a gun would be impossible. The security is incredibly high at many countries. You don't have 5, 6, 10, 15 entrances, and your cars are searched, your bags are searched, etc. Do you see a day coming where we have that in America?
Well, it's possible, because we've already had the blinders taken off. 9/11 did that. We realized that we don't live on an island which is completely free from threats anymore. But we see that shopping centers are still remarkably accessible. Anyone can go in during business hours through any number of entrances and exits. They're extremely hard to secure.
Okay, you're the attorney, say, for a mall, and after seeing something like this play out, the manager calls and says, Steve, what do we do? Anything that you can tell us to change after seeing something like this?
Well, the first thing to take away from something like this, specifically this incident, is nothing bad happened. Notwithstanding that there was an active shooter situation, everyone came out fine. And so, you know, we thank God for that. Then, what I would say is, you've got a real problem, because American society is not ready for people to face armed security guards at the entrance to shopping malls. We barely handle it at the airport, where there already has been a disaster. So there's got to be a real cultural change here.
You know, I was in South America this summer, and I went to a mall, and it felt like, getting into this mall, it reminded me of the days after 9/11 going to an airport, where you had the dogs sniffing the car, you had armed guards checking out your car. Then you couldn't get an elevator up into the mall until a security guard inside cleared one for you. Tell us a little bit about why other countries are doing things like this.
Well, other countries, including Israel, which is in the security community generally perceived to be the gold standard, other countries that face more active daily security threats realize, in order for us to live, we have to accept a certain measure of public, accessible security that we can see, that we know it's there. It's going to be inconvenient to some extent, but it's a lot less inconvenient than becoming hurt or killed.
And thankfully, nothing that bad happened today. As we said, it was traumatic for a lot of the people who were inside, but everybody made it out safely. Steve Adelman joining us tonight. We appreciate your time, Steve.
Thank you very much.